quality sound in your very own home? You know that the prices of compact discs keep dropping? But you've been waiting for the best deal in town. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Our VTV shoppers have done their homework with this Emerson CD player. And here to show you how it works is our electronics expert, Jim Muntz. Welcome back to the show. All right, thank you. Now, like so many other people out there, I have a big stack of these LPs and a very small stack of these CDs. And I'm not too sure exactly of the difference between the two. So perhaps you can explain how sound is encoded and reproduced on an LP first of all.
Well, first off, most of your records probably look like this one. They got a big scratch in it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Most of these recordings, all these recordings, were made with a stylus. They always had contact with some sort of a needle. And they put grooves into the album.
And then your needle in your record player rides in that groove.
Rides in that groove, and you've got constant wear, constant friction. You're going to lose the needle eventually because you're going to have to replace it. And you're going to have dust particles, and of course the wear is going to make it scratchier as you go along.
So, and any kind of dirt accumulating in the groove makes it more difficult for the needle to pick up the sound.
It's going to push the dirt more into the groove, and you're just going to make the groove larger too.
All right, now why is this so much better?
Well, first off, the CD, this is, of course, the label side. This is the actual music side. And we've got some pictures here that we can show you of a microscopic way of looking at the CD. As you look on there, there's little bits of, or pits of information. Each one of those is like a photograph that has been taken of that particular article, and then it's placed onto the CD, which...
Invisible to the naked eye, obviously.
Then there's what they call a pickup, a laser pickup. We have another picture here. And when this is face down inside the machine, the laser goes up through, and there's like a plastic sheet across the top of the CD, so there's no dirt or anything that really can get onto the CD itself. And it picks up each one of those little areas there, those little bits.
So we can't really damage this record the way we could this one?
Well, would you do this to your records?
Oh, gosh, no. Oh,
now, that'll still play just as well.
All right. Now, we should clarify for our viewers that when you mention that laser beam, that's a light beam that's picking up. So there's no mechanical contact, no possibility of friction.
No problem.
All right. So the sound reproduction, because of that, is going to be so much better.
It's going to be a lot better.
Now, let's talk about the Emerson compact disc player we've got here today. This is not the cheapest you can find. On the other hand, it's not the most expensive unit on the market. Why should our viewers want to purchase this one?
Well, first off, all CD players are the same. I mean, the mechanics and how they operate. The fidelity is what you're after. Some of the more expensive ones, like the $2,000 range CD players, might have stackability and different programmability. But basically, this one will do just about everything you really want it to do.
What are some of the features that this set has that we can highlight here?
First off, we've got the normal play, and maybe we should eject this here so that we can put the CD in here. And, of course, then it's got the door that goes back in.
Closes the door automatically.
And then we can come down to our play function here, which we can turn the thing on, of course. And if we want to go to like the next selection on the CD, all we have to do is hit this positive here. And then we can go to the next selection.
Number two.
Number two, and go on and on and on. Now, like a regular phonograph album, like this, normally when you get to the end of the album, you have to turn the thing over.
Right.
On the CD, you don't, because it can play constantly.
I see. And this machine will also, I understand, when you put the disc in, you press a button here, and it tells you exactly how many minutes are on that particular compact disc.
And one other feature that's on this one, which is nice, is that you have a repeat function on it as well.
So if you want to repeat the same number over and over and over again and drive your parents crazy or whoever.
Or the whole album over and over and over again.
Now this one, even though it doesn't cost all that much, has as good a sound reproduction as those $2,000
You wouldn't be able to tell any difference between the sound reproduction off of this machine versus the thing that cost many, many times.
All right, well, let's find out. Let's start it, and let's listen to what we have.
No scratches either.
No hiss.
And classical really tells it too, because you get these real low points in there, and with an album, if we had that same album on here right now, you'd be hearing that crack.
This is kind of goodbye music.
Why, Alan?
Because it's going to start picking up. Goodbye, Jim.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Alan.
you. All right. Bob, make our viewers an offer they can't refuse on this Emerson CD player. Go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. You know, you can pay more, but you can't get better. And if you've always wanted a CD but thought they were too expensive, here's the answer to your audio prayers. Item number 5846 is the Emerson Programmable Compact Disc Player. Remember, this CD player has all the features of machines costing 3 times this price. Retails for $279. VTV price, only $129. Now, compact discs are fast replacing records as the #1 mode of recording.